Hello, this is Nostrovini, and I'm doing. Is this back? My shirt's are backwards, but it has my. I like it because it shows what my shirt is. Anyway, I have to do Nostrovini now because it's important, and I don't know what day of the post it is. It's from New York Post, which is the funniest paper in the world. I love the New York Post, and I agree with everything they say from their political point of view. And if you don't like that, you're gonna have to fight me. And I know karate. Anyway, what's going on? It's very serious because a few days ago, I don't know when because I have no sense of time. Uh, the Ukrainian president was disrespectful to me, my Trumpy, and JD Vance, and you know what? Because he doesn't, because he from an Ukrainian perspective, he's doing his best for his people, but he's making a mistake because he's going to lose the war. It. And and what Trumpy was doing was trying to get, money that to pay for what we spent on it, and also make America with a tangible stake in the Ukraine. You see, and a peace deal to stop the bleeding of the Ukraine. Because in the end, now this is how I feel. The survival of the Ukrainian people is more important than the Crimea or pieces of property and things, because they're going to be bled to death by the Soviets. Not the Soviets, but the gangsters of the former Soviet Union, which is a combination of gangsterism and it's gangsterism. It's a country, and Putin, and they say, well, he's doing what Putin wants. Trump is in the Putin pocket. No, he's not doing what Putin wants. Putin would have never invaded that if because he would go, I don't know what that Trumpy will do. But he knew that Biden would back off, or they were trying to bleed. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bleed the Russians so and maybe Putin goes falls. But then a big unstable country of 200 million or more? Come on, with atomic bombs? Those atomic bombs could interrupt my whole day. And I don't like my days being interrupted. I have boxing to watch, and I have people to see, and I got girls to go for. So I'm just telling you that he has to take this unfair. We did after World War II. I can go into that, but I'm not going to nerd you out with how we, divided. Eventually accepted that the Soviets ruled that place for 50 years or more. It was terrible. Sometimes you have to deal with the devil so you don't get burned all the way. I'm sorry. I don't have all the answers. I only have the questions. Anyway, so what happened was they were disrespectful to the United States and ungrateful, like we're defending everything, we're the Ukraine. And they rolled their eyes at Trumpy, and Trumpy took it until J.V. Vance said, hey, because J.V. Vance is a young man and he gets upset. And he said, you better stop being this way. And it was all in front of the news. And then they were like, oh, my goodness, I never saw anything like this in my life. Well, and then he threw him out. He said, get out of here. No more negotiation. We got all the cards. You don't got the cards. Yeah. And I felt bad because they were both right from their perspective. But I think the Ukrainian guy, he can't expect the world to go boom, boom, boom over the Ukraine. And he has to go, the survival of Ukrainians is more important than the property. That's how I think. Anyway, let's see what's going on here in the world. Uh, job hunt soccer kid put. Okay, this is very dangerous because our young people, even in Germany, a well-ordered society, are going actually nuts, and there might be cannibalism developed among toddlers. You know what happened? The little kid about, you're a toddler or semi-toddler, maybe he's 5 years old. I don't know exactly what. I don't remember the article. Anyway, he's a little kid, and he's exercising, and he's cheering on his soccer team. And then what happened was the soccer team lost. And he got so mad, he went to the other coach of the opposite soccer team and bit him in the testicles and stopped the whole game. Now, this is not normal behavior, even for Germans. What's going on? And then I read another article, if I read it, you can forgive me for my biases. Subway slug bites a cop. What is this with the biting? I was taught not to bite. I never bit people. See, some people have to be taught not to fight the people, but not me. I never did that. That's not right. I don't think it's right at all. What's going on? Okay, I have to. What's this? Lucy Box Tax Judy? What? Loose? What the hell does this mean? I abbreviated something. I don't know what that one means. Loose Bronx Blacks Judge. Oh, you know what? A lax judge who's a commie and a liberal and all that, which is synonymous with the same thing, went and they let a monster, an evil person out, and the guy commit another crime, and he killed somebody. You stop that, judges. You Marxist judges make me mad. We have like three things of government. We got the Congress, we got the president, and we got you. And you are bad because you're all formed by that Hungarian commie Soros, whose name should not be mentioned, but I'm mentioning it because I'm mad. Soros, your days are numbered. Well, he's 87, 90 years old, but he has a family, the Soros family, and they take over everything. He got a medal from the corrupt Biden administration. You're bad people. You worship Baal. I tell you, they worship Baal. Daddy, now there could, sometimes I think my Musk, I think his name is Musk, that the richest man in the world and the most intelligent and geniusy with inventions and all that, but he wants to spread his seed like Genghis Khan, and he wants to have as many babies as possible. So he impregnates people even though he's married. That's not right, and he goes and he says, "Oh, I'm impregnating you," and then the woman sues and then she wants to acknowledge, and then they keep, but they know that woman got pregnant on purpose. She didn't take her pills. She said, "I got a billionaire, in me, and I'm going to have a billionaire son who's a genius." Of course, that's what's happened. But Musk has to spread the seed. We need geniuses and all that in the world. You can't depend on people like me. I'm not that intelligent. I mean, kind of intelligent. Some people call me an idiot savant. Yeah, yeah. It's crunch time for the Girl Scouts. Now they're selling cookies, and they're still called the Girl Scouts. Well, the Boy Scouts are scouts. They castrated the Boy Scouts, and it's not right. And now we can recruit girls in the Boy Scouts. And that's not going to be good because you know what? Because the Boy Scouts got to be a little separate from the girls because they're at that age where they're going to go, yeah, girly, girly, girly. Defeat the whole purpose of purity of the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts. And meanwhile, they're not going to recruit boys. And they're saying, what, you gonna go and force a cookie situation? That's what they're thinking. That the Boy Scouts are going to start selling cookies, especially the Boy Scouts who are girls. This has to stop. The old ways are the best ways. At least they lasted a little while, commie bastards. Oh, we're gonna, the cartels who are really ruthless in Mexico, and they rule with an iron fist over the good people of Mexico, and they've intimidated the government or paid off the government. Well, you're gonna have to deal with the 82nd Airborne, the Green Berets, and a bunch of border agents who have an attitude. And they go beat the crap out of you because you're used to terrorizing people, but you're not used to getting shot back at a lot or fighting among themselves. But we're talking a army that has 30 years experience fighting experience. You think you're gonna beat us? We'll go over to Mexico and we'll blow you up. That's right. We got drones and we got experts. I've seen movies where we win. So there, you're gonna get it from the Green Berets and the merchant seamen. Yeah, the merchant seamen. Yeah, the Coast Guard, I think. Well, that's what the Secretary of the military, Pete Hegseth, a good-looking Christian man, he said, and he means it. We don't fool around. Now this is, I don't even know what this means. Click to explore. That's, I could have to look at the paper, but I'm not gonna do it. We can, I made up a word. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. What's going on? What? Let's see. I'm going blind. I got the diabetes. Oh my goodness. No wolf upon the Pope is very sick. He's 88 years old. He's got to be in lung. He's in critical condition. He's complicated. He's compromised. And the Vatican is where you go, hey, it's over. You got to get a new Pope. So they're going to prop up the old Pope. Now, I'm not a big fan of that Pope because he's not as conservative as I am. He's a liberal, and I am a conservative person. Actually, I'm a reactionary person. Actually, I'm all over the place, but I'm not well. So I get it. I mean, he's not, well, not, I like him. He knows, he used to be a bodybuilder, not a a bouncer. And he's Argentinian. And before him, we had a German one who was in the Hitler Youth, and he looked like, he looked like Dracula. And then we had the Polish Pope, which I don't mind him not being Italian or Irish because of not having my blood in him. But he was the best Pope I ever saw in my lifetime. And he fought the commies, and he was good and everything like that. But any old popes have to do with the fact that there's a lot of pedophilia going on in the church and also corruption. Any large institution is going to have that. I'm sorry. Makes me sad. But the Vatican's a good looking place and they have their good points. And I like the Pope to an extent. He being the Pope, and I have to be loyal to him. How do I do that? I'm, because I'm not a practicing Catholic, but yet when they get you in that church and they, whoa, the incense, they get you hypnotized. Then again, I'm half Protestant, so I said, no more popery, no more popery. I want to get my own little congregation. I think I could do that. It'll be fairly, you know, it'll be a congregation that revolves around the worship of Nostrovini, but Nostrovini being, good, good with God. Okay, here we go. Oh, now we vote on beach, baby, beach, baby. Oh, I don't know what that means. Did someone was born on the beach? Well, I don't know. Beach, baby, beach, baby. Yeah. I was never born on the beach. Ooh, I was born in a hospital. Chop, chaplain, and hooker. See, this is what happens, but this is not as bad as the pedophile thing. A chaplain went to a hooker. Now, I don't know if the chaplain was Catholic or just one of those Protestant guys, but you're not supposed to go to hookers. You're not supposed to do it. But you have to do it. Sometimes you have to do it. You're not that good looking a guy. You don't have the charm. I'm divided. I'm divided. I think, well, maybe they should legalize prostitution because then nobody who is not good looking or charming would have to whoopie doop with a beautiful woman, and everybody should have a whoopie doop with a beautiful woman. I think so. But if they're professionals and they're not there by drugs, no. Or if they do have um, uh, a daddy complex, but say, "Oh, Mr. Nostrivini, you're excited about that?" No, because they don't have a grandfather complex. And right now, I'm 65 years old. I'm getting up there. That's a grand. I'm 5 years from now. It's 70. Oh my God, I think I look good. Anyway, this was supposed to be, and we're going to do this over again. That's another of my personalities. Because, I mean, this is me, but this isn't, what I'm saying. I got a baby in me. And I got a baby. Woo-hoo-hoo. Anyway, you be good. Everybody be good. And we're going to do this again from another perspective. Okay? Our loveliness of Paris seems how silly gay. The glories of the road for of another day. I felt terribly alone and forgotten in Manhattan. I'm going away to that place that's all